So tomorrow we will have two-weight hard-punching boxing champion Gervonta Davis go up to his third weight class to face regular, and I will emphasize and say regular, not the super WBA Light Welterweight champion. He is a champion nevertheless, but we all know who is the undisputed champion at Light Welterweight, and that, sir, is Josh Taylor. I just want to get this out of the way so no one comes attacking me from Josh Taylor's fan base and no one says, oh, Sadiq, why don't you consider Gervonta Davis a three-weight champion after he wins tomorrow? Look, technically he is a three-weight champion, but we all know why he's a three-weight champion. Now, let's get down to breaking down the fight. First of all, on the undercard, we will have Batyar Ahmedov fighting Eligius Mendez. Ahmedov was the same person that Mario Barrios beat to become the WBA regular lightweight welterweight champion. It was a good fight. It was a close fight. Mario dropped Ahmedov twice, which really gave him the edge. It was a good fight, exciting fight. It's on YouTube if you guys want to go check that fight out. It was very, very entertaining and action-packed. And that's a fight that's really going to mirror tonight's fight. Tomorrow's fight. Because Ahmedov is also a shorter southpaw who punches pretty hard. He has a record of 8 wins, 1 loss, with 7 of wins coming by way of knockout. So it's kind of ironic that Ahmedov is fighting on the undercard because this fight will mirror a lot. Their fight that happened back in 2019 will mirror what's going to happen tomorrow in the main event, in my opinion. And in the co-main event, former world title challenger Erickson Lubin will face former unified Light Middleweight champion of the world Jeison Rosario. I'm going to break down that fight first before we break down the main event. I think this fight is a fight Erickson Lubin should win if he's confident. We all know Erickson Lubin was destroyed in a round by Jermell Charlo. Rosario also got beat by Charlo, but Rosario fought better. He won a couple rounds. He made it to round 8, and Charlo broke him down and took him out in round 8. So Erickson Lubin, if he's confident, he should beat Rosario. But that's a big if. Because if you don't have that confidence in your chin, you're going to get knocked out. Even if you don't get knocked out, former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Hall of Famer, Vladimir Klitschko, after his comeback, after losing by knockout to Corey Sanders and Lemon Brewster, he fought Samuel Peter, who at the time was noted as a very big puncher. Samuel Peter was not landing the biggest shots in the world. He wasn't. But every time he would land, especially early in the fight, Klitschko went down 3 times early in the fight from shots that, like, you wouldn't think could even make you blink. Especially a guy like Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko, as you guys saw later on in his career, was taking hard shots from Anthony Joshua. Even though Joshua did knock him out late, but he took a lot of hard shots. It was more of like hard shot after hard shot after hard shot that he kept on dropping Vladimir Klitschko. It wasn't no pity-pat shots that was dropping him. It was some, like, go watch the Samuel Peter versus Vladimir Klitschko highlights. You'll see what I'm talking about. So when you don't have the confidence in your chin, anything comes hard, you will probably go down. And even, let's say, if early in the fight, your confidence is there, and you get dropped a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and then even if you win or dominate the second half of the fight, it won't matter. You lost too many points in the first half. You gave up just too much. So if he has the confidence in his chin, and as I said, that's a big if. He should win tomorrow because he's the more gifted fighter. Rosario is that come forward type guy. He wants to go in there mano a mano. He wants to go into a war. And that will hurt him. It will. Because a guy like Erickson Lubin, he's very sharp. He hits hard. He's fast. He's explosive. That would give him a lot of opportunities. But all goes down to Erickson Lubin's confidence. And now we will talk about the main event. Funny to see here on BoxRec. BoxRec has Mario Barrios the favorite. Because if you go on BoxRec, usually the guy who's supposed to win, they put his name first, and the guy who isn't supposed to win, they put his name second. So they're expecting Mario Barrios to win. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, this fight, it's all about Mario Barrios' discipline. He has shown that he has not been disciplined at times, and he's shown sometimes to be very disciplined. He has a very, very good trainer, a Virgil Hunter. If Mario Barrios is disciplined, I can't see how Gervonta Davis could beat him. I just can't see it. Because Mario Barrios, he's the longer fighter, he's the taller fighter. He can fight on the back foot exceptionally well. He can jab. He has a good straight right hand. It's very sudden. It's very sudden and explosive. So he can continue to jab and throw right hands from afar. He has a good tight defense. He tries to mimic Andre Ward's defense. Of course, he doesn't do it as good, but you can see Virgil Hunter's style in him. He's a good fighter. He's not. Many people want to make him to look like he's trash. He only has one big weakness. He's very undisciplined. If you throw a combo at him, he's going to want to trade with you, which isn't the best thing to do with Gervonta Davis. But one thing about Gervonta Davis is Gervonta Davis does not throw many combos. Gervonta Davis is a fighter that likes to counter you. As you saw in the Leo Santa Cruz fight, as you've seen in the Eurocas Gamboa fight. But both those guys are exceptionally smaller than Gervonta Davis. So Gervonta Davis is going to have to be the aggressor in this fight. And if he does throw a combo, as I've said, Mario Barrios has a tendency to trade with you. So this fight has to do with Mario Barrios. Because if Mario Barrios keeps on the back foot, keeps popping his jab, and moving around, he could win a 12-round decision. Even in Atlanta. He could win in Gervonta Davis's backyard. Because if he continues to pop that jab, just don't get overexcited. If you can catch him with a clean counter shot, that's good for you. If you can drop him once or twice. Because Gervonta Davis is not a 140-pounder. He's not. He has no room. He should be between featherweight and lightweight. I even think lightweight is a bridge too far. But let's say the highest he should go is to lightweight. He should stay between featherweight, super featherweight, mostly. We haven't seen him ever fight at featherweight. His last fight was at super featherweight. And there are a lot of good fights for him at super featherweight if he's willing to fight guys who are not with the PBC. If he's willing to fight guys like Oscar Valdez, Jamal Herring, Miguel Berchelt, Shakur Stevenson, there are fights for him over there. But I don't think he's interested in fighting at 130 against the top guys, because Oscar Valdez will be the toughest fight of his career. But this might be a cherry pick gone wrong, because Mario Barrios can fight. And Mario Barrios is a very, very, very talented fighter. His only problem is he likes to get into wars. If he does not get into war, expect the upset. What's my official pick? I got Gervonta Davis by late knockout. I just think Mario Barrios does not have the discipline to fight that type of fight for the full 12 rounds. But I expect Gervonta Davis to get the knockout while he's down on the scorecards. I don't know what the judges are going to have it, because you know these corrupt judges. And Gervonta Davis is a star. I want to go as far as say he's a superstar, but he is a star. So they want to protect their star. But at least in the eyes of the fans, Mario Barrios will be up in the fight. I can see a knockout coming around 9 or 10. And yeah, that's my prediction for this fight. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yeah, Sadiq Boxing out.